Welcome to the man BMW Camshaft flash engine, electronic engine, MEC engine. Here, module 3, we will discuss hydraulic power supply. Hydraulic power supply because the actuation of the FOPB, exhaust valve, cylinder lubrication is all carried out by hydraulic pressure, not by the mechanical force as was in the conventional engine because there no cam, no camshaft, no drive shaft, no nothing. So naturally hydraulic pressure is used. All right. Working of FIVA valve. FIVA valve is controlled by the CCU and carries out the task of fuel injection and actuation of the exhaust valve. FIVA is the device which allows or stops the hydraulic oil going to the FOPB for fuel injection and to the exhaust valve actuated for opening of the exhaust valve as directed command by the CCU. Upward stroke of the piston, FIVA once again controls the fuel injection and the downward stroke controls the exhaust valve actuation. FIVA valve stroke increases with increase in desired RPM. Lower RPM means short stroke, high RPM means longer stroke of the FIVA valve. Of course, the speed, how quickly it rises, it can it can go up and come down, quickly go up again. All right, and not go down enough to open the exhaust valve. Remember, for exhaust valve actuation, FIVA piston maintains full stroke all the time, irrespective of RPM. Stroke because we don't want to control the stroke. We only want to control the timing of the exhaust valve. All right. But injection, we want to control the stroke also because that controls the amount of fuel going. All right. This is your FIVA valve. These are for various channels. Hmm. This is the valve actuator. This is for the injection side. This is the valve actuating side, injection side. This is the pressure oil, and is the basically because this is moving up and down, up and down, up and down, and fast, needs lubrication. This is for lubrication channel L. And this is actually we call VCD, voice call device, voice coil device. It has nothing to do voice because it doesn't depend on our voice or our command, but it's something like that you say in the loud large speakers and all because speaker has to move as per the views or as per the music which is being played, you know, so that the same is conveyed to the through the amplifier. So it can move very fast actually, much more faster than the uh, speed of the rocket which needs to escape the earth, maybe 10 times, 12 times, 20 times. If I remember correctly, it is 80 times faster than the speed of the rocket which need to escape the engine earth velocity, earth gravity. That much velocity. Cut. I mean, I can't move my hand like that fast. It is so fast actually. That is called VCD, voice called coil device. You can read it on nowadays. Information is available. eh? It is called and feedback sensor, LVDT, linear variable differential transformer, because the system has to know how much was the spool moved, especially for fuel injection, also for the exhaust valve actuation. So, tell me about the fuel injection exhaust valve actuation is given in this diagram. Since timing of the fuel injection exhaust valve is variable, following is just an approximation. So injection actually begins 0 degree here, MEC engine, or end of injection will be variable depending on the load. 20 degree is just an indication. Not nice. Always it stop at 20 degree. Can be dead slow RPM, ahead RPM, whatever. It can vary. Exhaust valve opening is 100 times. So it opened at 100 times, later than 100 times. That is 110, 111, 112. Only 2 degree allowed. Delayed opening. Early close opening is not allowed. That means 110 means it cannot open 100, 109. But it can open 110, 111, 112. And then you have exhaust valve closing, 270. Early opening and early late closing is allowed, plus minus 2 degrees. The 268 to 272 is permissible. That changes the compression pressure. So there are different types of FIVA valve as per the owner, shipyard specification, etc. Curtiss-Wright, Bosch, Rexroth, or MAN BMW, various types. Depend. You will see one of them. You will find maybe one or two more. I'm not very sure. Detail. We'll talk about Bosch, Rexroth, FIVA. FIVA was received signal 4 to 20 milliamp from CCU, analog signal. Based on the signal from CCU, the pilot control valve moves its pilot spool, which then moves the spool of the FIVA as per the hydraulic coil, which allows to enter the main spool. When the command signal is 12 milliamps, 4 to 20, command signal is 20 milliamp, 12 milliamp, pilot control valve does not move its pilot spool. Middle, center position, basically. Therefore, main spool also do not move. Spool is in the middle, or we can say in neutral position. All right. No injection, no restrict, nothing. So this is what. All right. But it stopped. Hydraulic oil is not going anywhere. Pressure oil is not going anywhere. All right. Nothing happening. Control command value is 12 milliamp, middle position. All right. When P pressure side goes to actuation, then valve actuation will occur. When it goes to injection side, FI, then injection will begin. All right. So this actually fuel valve I was showing in the horizontal position actually is in the vertical position. All right. So this is the way it is. When it goes this side, C injection, V actuation or exhaust valve or uh, exhaust valve actuation or exhaust valve when to drain oil to drain out. And these are the, of course, as a lubricating to system oil comes and lubricate the fuel valve. All right? Because it's moving continuously up and down, up and down. So when it's the time for particular cylinder to fire, command signal from 13 to 12 milliamps is required, which will be given to FIVA. And then only FIVA valve will move upwards. Okay? Because pilot control valve, voice coil device, move its pilot spool, which then move the main spool towards left, as per the picture we have shown. I'll be showing now. Actually, FIVA valve then spool upwards. Drawing is showing leftwards, actually, but it's move upwards. Hydraulic coil is now available to CFI. Port CFI. Hydraulic coil is available. So 20 milliamps spool position is maximum and pressure is P, oil P is available to CFI. 20 milliamp, it has moved maximum possible. So this is CFI. Then as moved, the oil become available to CFI. This goes to the fuel, fuel oil pressure booster, 13 to 12, 20 milliamps. Okay. When FIVA spool moved upwards and pressure oil is available to CFI, whatever pressurized oil available to CFI drains out through the TWA. After it has moved up, fuel injection has been carried out. Okay. Actually, when you're talking about when it's moving down, that time. That time, when fuel upward, whatever pressure oil available to CAVAI earlier, no, that will move some from the natural grave because of the gravity, it goes down to the some last cycle or exhaust valve cycle. You can. When the command signal is between 5 milliamps to 11 amps, not 4, 5 to 11, pilot control valve moves pilot spool, which moves main control spool towards right, actually down, not right, down, actually. But here in the picture, down, right. Actually, if you have a small spool, upward as down. told you. Downwards actually, not upwards. Sorry, this is a mistake. It's downwards. Hydraulic oil is now available to CBA. In this case, command signal 5 milliamp is sufficient to make all the hydraulic pressure oil available to CBA. 5 to 11. Whether 5 or 6 or 7, 8, no immaterial. So minimum 5 also make all the oil available. 11 also will do the same thing. So in this case, there is no difference. And other side, from this side, oil is drained out. TAVA. P to CBA. Downward movement of the spool. When FIVA spool moves downwards and pressure oil is available to CBA, whenever pressure oil, whatever pressure of the oil available to CFI drains out through the TFI. Whatever was remaining, TFI goes down to the sun. All right. All the oil, now pressurized oil is available to the exhaust valve. Since FIVA is continuously moving when engine is running, port L admits lower pressure system oil for lubrication. FIVA feedback sensor is a linear variable differential transformer. It gives the feedback to the respective CCU and about FIVA movement. All right. This FIVA position sensor, pilot control valve, FIVA valve, just schematic diagram.